Namaste Yogi Surfers, this is Mary Haberski here in Venice, California, and I have a little bit of yoga for you for your shoulders, your pectoral muscles, the biceps, the triceps, as well as the forearms. So we're going to be really getting into the deltoid. It's a cap-like muscle that is over the shoulder and also into the pectoral muscles. If you have a block, please get that ready and set it to the side. If you don't have a block already, it's fine. You can still do the practice. But consider getting one of these cork blocks. They're really sturdy and firm, and they're a great tool to use throughout the practice. And as always, we will be following the breath really deeply in and out through the nose. So if you have your block, set it aside for just a moment here. And we're just going to take a couple of simple movements here. We're going to use the full range of motion with the shoulders to just get everything warmed up. So at first, and we never really ever do this in yoga, but we're going to really tighten the shoulders up towards the ears and then allow the shoulders to drop down. Tighten them up on the inhale, exhale, and drop them down. So just use your breath here. Follow the motion of the breath to move the shoulders. Good. And then from here, we're going to take a little more motion. We're going to inhale. Bring the shoulders really close up to the ears, squeeze the scapula, and then rotate down. Inhaling, rolling up, really opening up the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together, dropping down. Inhaling, bring them so close up to the ears, and then dropping everything down. And then let's take one more, rotating up and back, and then down. Good. And now we're just going to switch the direction of the flow. Inhaling, squeezing the scapula first, and then rounding the shoulders in the front. So we're inhaling, pulling them up by the ears, and then squeezing forward at the chest. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Good, let's do it one more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Wonderful. So now we're just going to take a little bit of movement with the arms, but notice that I'm not looking to move from my hips here. So really solid base and foundation, no movement whatsoever coming from the hip joints. We're just solely getting into the upper torso here, into the shoulders. So you can begin to move the arms and kind of stimulate your nervous system here by tapping a little bit as well. So if this feels good, you can just let the arms really hang loose and floppy back and forth. Otherwise, I also suggest, and my preference is to have the hands and fists at about chest level here, and then rotate from here. And again, we're really making sure that we're not taking any of that movement at the hips. We're solely isolating here within the chest and in the shoulders. So you can move back and forth, take the rotation, follow your breath. Good, and then you can come back into center and go ahead and reach for your block. Now you can practice this without using the block, and I'll demonstrate that right now. You'll just take your arms, open and roll the shoulders back, and then reach your arms straight back and pretend as though you did have that block right in between the hands and squeeze your palms in towards one another. So there's a lot of activation going on right now in my triceps and within my forearms as well. So keep in mind that this is looking really simple, but it should feel really kind of challenging actually. You're finding an elongation of the pectoral muscles, the deltoids, the biceps, the triceps, and all of the muscles in the forearms as well. So if you have a block, you can grab it, and we're not gripping on with our fingertips. We're just taking our palms to the sides, just like so. We're reaching behind the back, and then stretching the arms. Ooh, this is a tough one. I was in the water earlier. Really stretch the arms back. Try to reach, reach, reach. Stay tall in the spine. Actively push the hands together. Try to straighten out the best you can. Still finding a little bit of lift in the hands. Follow your breath. You're probably already breaking a sweat if you have a block. Opening up in the shoulders, in the front of the chest, squeezing the scapula together, and then rest it down. Good. Now you can take that motion probably about 3 to 4 times, depending on how fatigued you're feeling already. I'm already kind of breaking a sweat just from doing that little bit of a motion. So hopefully you find this useful for opening up in the fronts of the shoulders and chest. And if you would like to see more videos like this, you can go to maryhaberski.com. And also please subscribe to this channel so you can keep up to date. Thank you and have a blessed and beautiful day.